Greetings, one and all, to this week's episode of Tenno Clock. I'm putting on a stupid voice again because raisins. I am Xeno, and I am joined by my regular host, Murder Dr. Loz.
Hello.
Murder Doctor. And yep, so we're episode 442. I need to say 22, 442 of Tenno Clock. I've been doing this for nearly getting on 9 years, Loz. 9 years.
What other things with our life could we have done in 9 years rather than...
Oh, man, we could have done so many things. Like had a nap.
Learned how to paint.
Man.
Had a nap? Yeah, I could have had a nap. That'd been a lovely nap.
9-year nap.
Yep.
Man. That'd have been the life. Anyway, so yeah, we're here for talking about Warframe, all things Warframe. And we're going to start every week, as we start every week, with Emblems. It would have been so cool if you'd actually brought them up when I did the...
I wasn't on the right window, sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
I wasn't ready.
Anyway, so this is this week's emblem. Right, I want to point out there's something kind of cool about Loz's emblem, which is that bright shine is not actually part of the emblem. It's something underneath the armor that's shining through, because we looked at the person's, oh gosh, what was it, their profile, and the emblem doesn't have that weird shine to it.
Yeah, so they must have picked an armor attachment, which I couldn't work out what it was, that has a weird bloom effect that just amplifies their emblem. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's really, really weird. And also the fact that it has like 4 satellite icons around it and all sorts of stuff like that.
Really weird. We're like, this must be an in-game thing. It's too involved and complex, and it was just like, very well done.
Yeah, very, very well done. And yeah, and then there's my thing, which is really simple, and you know what the fuck it is.
It's
a paw.
What?
It's a
why?
paw.
But why? Why?
You know what it is. It's a paw.
But why?
I mean, we're not asking the why. Why your thing?
Because it's cool.
Right? Well, the reason for the paw is it's simple.
You're simply wrong. Anyway, moving on.
All right. But if you wish to win 75 Platinum for your platform of choice, go into the description below and you'll have a chance to win 75 Platinum by clicking on the goobers and the what's its, and I'm really flogging this really hard, but I'm going on it like I'm owning it. Go to the description below and you'll see the link to this week's polls. Fill in the polls, put in your in-game name, make sure you spell it correctly, put in your platform, and you'll be entered automatically for a chance to win 75 Platinum. Speaking of which, we have some winners, right? And I swear to you, this is not rigged. Do you want to put the emblems away? Loz is like, oh, but I'm busy playing. So Dojo Dusting.
Yeah.
Right. So we have some platinum winners. We have Nazareth for PC, right? We have
Rigged.
Kovenma for PlayStation. Insane Gangster 23 on Xbox, and Tucker Wins on Switch.
Tucker Wins.
And apparently Insane Gangster is born next year. So, yeah, either that or 99 years ago. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's just it. Now, I want to actually...
I was about to say, yeah, no, hang on. I was trying to think of a reference. I got 99 problems, but free plat isn't one. Well,
I want to ask something of our audience, right? So I have seen constant complaints of the player base about the AoE meta, right? I've seen this on Reddit. I've seen this on Twitter.
Can I preemptively chuck one meme up? just to emphasize your point.
If you want to.
Let's have it up. Let's have meme number 5 up just for while you're talking. There you go.
Right. So, I've been seeing this a lot recently, and in all honesty, my gut reaction is, what's wrong with the AoE? So you don't like the fact that AoE weapons work? I mean, the AoE weapons have been a staple across all games, like, you know, Quake 3 Arena. You know, you could choose to use the grenade launcher or the rocket launcher. Fucking hell, the rocket launcher. It was fucking amazing, right? But you traded off travel time for, you know, the AoE explosion sort of thing. And, you know, aiming the Toncore and things is not particularly easy. Not like, line up crosshair, pull trigger. There you go. So my question to the audience is, what is wrong with the AoE meta? What is the fundamental problem with the AoE meta? Is it the fact that everyone's just using AoE weapons? That doesn't sound like a problem to me, right? It sounds like the game isn't able to cope with all the AoE weapons, right? So what is the fundamental problem, right? Try to keep it succinct, right? Don't write like 3 comments worth. If you've written 3 comments worth,
if you do, I'll still read it. I'm just going to preempt it for Xeno. Yeah, I'll get through it.
I'll explicitly tell Loz not to read it. Right? Just a succinct paragraph that just explains what is the problem with the quote-unquote AoE meta. And it needs to be in YouTube. If you tell me anywhere else, I'm not going to follow it, right? Don't fucking DM me on Discord and shit. Don't at me, bro. Right, there you go. Just a little bit.
Just to go there, it's some of the issues we've been talking about for years. Weapons need a particular niche, and if you've got guns which shoot 1 bullet, and you've got a gun which will shoot an explosive, and due to the power of the crazy meta builds consisting of sets including bits on your warframe, arcanes, crazy ribbons, and ridiculous helminth plus combos all working together with a rocket launcher or bow that shoots an explosive, how do you expect that to beat a gun which shoots 1 bullet at 1 target in the same time? I just don't know what people want, because you can't. There's always been a evolving thing that's just the best. There's never been like a time where there's multiple types of weapons which are good in this game. It's either automatic rifles were great, then shotguns were great, then explosives were great, then they nerfed explosives, and now explosives seem to be back again. Until you put more depth into the role of a gun in a mission, more than just thinking about what damage it does versus the target and how big its explosion is, because that's how deep it goes on that side of the depth. There's always just going to be one type of weapon which is the best at a time. Sorry, then there was the Catch Moon new core phase, and now we're in this AoE. I don't know if these are part of the AoE phase, So, what do people expect?
So you see, the thing with the Catch Moon phase was, do you want to put the meme away?
Put the meme away for now.
The thing with the Catch Moon phase is that this was something noticed by DE. Like, the player base didn't complain about Catch Moon, right? The player base was fine with Catch Moon. It was the fact that I think the maximum rank you could get at the time was like MR29. It wasn't MR30 at that point. 50% of MR29 players were using Catch Moon, which highlighted a fundamental flaw with the design. It overruled everything else. Yeah. That was a problem that was discovered by DE. Player base didn't complain about it, but in this instance, the player base is complaining about AoE weapons. Why is it a problem? I don't understand. I mean, maybe what the AI should do is just spread out more, so that the AoE weapons are hitting them less, right? Well, then people will just make the AoE weapons fire fast. Oh, maybe we need to cap the fire rate of the AoE weapons. And fine, then they'll just swap to assault rifles and just
shotguns are really losing out. Oh, okay, so we'll up the status per pellet and crit chance per pellet and effects per pellet of thing. Oh, look, now you can quintuple crit with shotguns that do 5,000% status per pellet per thing. Oh, look, now we just use shotguns. Oh, when were they going to end the shotgun meta? There's no niche. There's just the gun which is just the statistical best, because there's no niche for a weapon. It's just what does the big number, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I even found that I was really hopeful. I know we're still Dojo Dusting. I was really hopeful. I was actually going to do a video. I remember years ago. I was going to plan it out, animated and everything. Every time I plan to do one of these, DE somehow reads my mind because they always do, and do a thing.
Of course.
Like I was going to do one on what's the point of sniper rifles in short to medium range environments.
Yeah.
And they brought out the planes. And I'd stopped making the video because I'm like, oh yeah, look, there we go, long range. We can actually fight long range now. But at the same time, they never create a niche for it. There is actually the ability to do things in the game like that, like use a sniper rifle at long range shooting enemies. There's no reason to do it. There's never, why isn't there a bounty on the planes? Whereas if you get seen by any of the enemies, you lose.
Don't know.
Well, so you have to shoot them at long range.
There is also, I think, an issue we may be missing. Technically, they can't render enemies that far away. It's like limited in the game that the game will only render enemies that are close to you. It's a theory. I mean,
let's test it. Test while doing. Right, yeah, but yeah,
you need a sniper rifle.
No, I can just fly a projectile.
What?
I suppose that. Yeah, I'm a Vara. But I will.
Okay.
I'll go get a sniper rifle as well, actually. Yeah, but anyway, so it's an interesting, deeper topic, and it all comes back to the fundamental core mechanics of Warframe. That they were like, yay, third-person amazing shooter, and it was like, yeah, it's good fun, but now it's like, needs to do more, needs to go deeper, and instead they just keep going outwards. Yeah,
and I think a lot of people push back on the whole idea of what's the name of the damn thing we spoke about? Weapons that that there are. Enemies that have a weakness to single target weapons. People push back against that, and but you want to fucking.
That leads into what we were talking about yesterday, where that would be cool and great to put in a game, but they can't do it because whatever they do has to accommodate the single player who can't bring 5 different types of weapons. So if you make it that. I mean, that's why I think they did the whole thing that everyone could equip an arc gun, because if it meant that, if you want it, you need an arc gun to do this mission, but I need my other guns, I can't take 10 guns with me. So the single player person gets to bring an arc gun. And so that's the problem. They always try and accommodate the single player. At some point, they need to say, no, it's going to be very difficult for you, at best. And impossible at worst. Yeah. Right, let's go find. Let's bring the famous Sniptron. It's not a sniper.
I thought the optical was a sniper.
I think it counts as a bow. It works
really?
like a bow. Well, it works like a bow. It's got a charged shot. It doesn't have a scope.
Oh, I didn't know the optical didn't have a scope.
No,
that's the whole point. No. Anyway, right, okay. So let's move on to...
Yes, let's actually get on with the show.
Let's get on with the show. Let's move on to the War Report. So I think you had War Report stuff.
Yes. Actually, I did find something special about War Report, which, No, I'm not going to try and push Shift Tab this. It looks like the Unreal Tournament weapons are back on Steam.
Oh.
In a bundle. I want to push Shift Tab to test if it'll work, but I'm not sure if it'll show people's names and things. Yeah, go Warframe and go look at that.
Yeah, okay, let me have a quick look. Store page. Oh yeah, I think it literally just came up on the review page. Yes, it's clearly.
Yeah, well, along with it, just to point things out, there is a free Sentinel Prime, a Sentinel pack with Prime Gaming, which is going to be the Verve thing for Sentinels. There is May sales going on, apparently.
Is there?
Yeah. Oh, PC. Claim First Blood with 40% off the Unreal Tournament weapons pack. Oh, so it's is it back permanently? But you just have it at price. Oh, okay. Then on PlayStation, they've got a 40% on the Ultimate Obsidian Collection. Xbox has 40% on the Jade AXA bundle, and the Switch. Oh my god, that's horrific on Loki. 40% off the latest Steam pack. There you go. So some deals going on. Obviously, we've got Zephyr and Chroma Prime Vault are out. There's not really much else going on with Warframe. We don't know when the next dev stream's going to be. Obviously, TennoCon's date has been announced.
I kind of theorized that the next dev stream will be this Friday.
You think so?
Theorized.
The last one before
yes, the last Friday of...
No, last one before TennoCon.
Oh yes, yeah. I also theorize it's gonna be the last one before TennoCon. I don't think they'll do a dev stream the week after, because I don't know if Canada's celebrating it, but it's the Platinum Jubilee, and I imagine they'll actually, if they are celebrating it, they'll have it off.
Have a look. It's an interesting. That's a
So-
interesting question.
So they'll either do it this Friday or in like 2 weeks' time.
Is Canada having Planet Jubilee? I don't know if they're having a day off or not, though.
Well, I can't imagine them not having a day off if they're celebrating the Platinum Jubilee. I mean, our bloody holiday got moved because of sodding, because of the surprise mechanics.
Well, they're not offering Jubilee medals, whatever that means. I don't know.
What the heck is a Jubilee medal?
I have no idea.
Okay. So
Right.
are they celebrating it?
I don't know. It says they are, and there's even a Canadian website saying about like celebrate Canada.ca, celebrate Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee. But does it say?
Tell you what, I'm going to do public holidays Canada 2022.
That's a good idea. There's a crossword.
No.
There's a Jubilee word search, a Jubilee crossword puzzle, Jubilee quiz, emblem colouring page. Oh my God, Canada.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like they are.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
That's a shame.
I reckon there'll be a dev stream soon. Next.
Well, the only last point is the Twitter one, which I think you wanted to mention.
Yes. So, they have put out a tweet saying if you submit your dormer zone designs and things, and you'll have a chance to win platinum, if that's correct.
Yes.
Yep,
no,
cool.
it's a bundle. It's
It's a bundle?
It is the Zariman Chrysalith pack.
Okay. And my question to all of you lovelies is basically, have you invested in your dorm zone, or is it as barren as the day you got it? Because I've not touched it at all, and I feel that the dormer zones that we received are not the dormer zones that the people wanted who voted on them. So yeah. Silence.
Yeah.
Oh, have I just lost you?
Oh no.
There we go.
Back.
Yeah. Not
There we
sure
go.
what happened there.
I'm failing to do things.
Okay.
What I'm doing.
So when we looked at it last night, which was a few days after it was announced, I think there were like 19 entries and things.
Almost got it right.
Almost.
I highlighted it in the effort of trying to cut it. There you go. Dedicate your dorm zone and share a screenshot below by May 24th at 2 p.m. I think by the time this comes out, it'll be a day. At 2 p.m. etc. for your chance to win a Zariman Chrysalith pack. I imagine, let's just see if there's any more new ones on here. Maybe there's a few more new ones. Wow, it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the lackluster response to this. But also, it makes me consider. Me and Xeno went like a 2-hour discussion last night instead of recording. Well, an hour maybe, instead of recording 10 o'clock. Then by talking about, has these player housing thing been a good release
investment,
content investment? Was it the right way to do it? Is it gating it? Was it good to gate it? Is it what people really want? There's lots of questions about it. So I wonder what people think about that.
Right. Well, that's it for the war report. Let's get into the topics. Took a while to get into this one, but we had a lot to say. Right. So there we go. First one. There should never be a syndicate rank up, only cosmetic items for a reward. And topic 2 is, what's your oh shit, this is actually fun frame? So topic 1, There should never be a syndicate rank up with only cosmetic items for a reward. I really thought D had learned their lesson with the fish trophy fiasco, but apparently not. Put all items available at the new level from the syndicate vendor in the reward pool for ranking up, please. Put all items available at the new level from the syndicate vendors in the... Fucking Christ, that sentence. Unfortunately, the reason they are doing this again is probably to stretch out the syndicate grind. This is such a negative topic.
Again, schooled by Vonvolis here. Let me get this up. I really thought that you had learned the lesson with the fresh trophy. Apparently not. Put all items available at the new level for the syndicate vendors in the reward pool for ranking up, please. All items available at the new level. So,
okay,
unfortunately,
so I think
the reason they're doing this again is probably stretch out syndicate grind. Yeah. So yeah, we say.
So I think what they're saying here is if you unlock rank 3,
yeah,
when you unlock rank 3 and you get a freebie, all the items from rank 3 should be available as a freebie. I think
are they
that's
not?
what they're saying. No, they haven't been ever. They've never been.
Really?
Yeah, never.
What? All the items?
Not all the items.
Hashtag not all.
So I think the complaint here is the fact that one of the rank ups may just be cosmetics only.
Yeah.
Like, stuff for your dormer zone.
Well, I did. Is it? I do remember seeing on the new rep. I can't remember the name of it anymore. The
Holdfast.
Yeah, that there are levels where you level up where it does only offer you cosmetics, but I don't remember if there was something that was missing at that tier that could have been offered. I just assumed that it meant that there was nothing at that tier that was actually not cosmetic. That everything was going to be cosmetic.
I mean, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like they put so much effort into the whole dormer zone thing, linking it to a world hub, making sure everyone could get a player apartment, player housing, and
so by the way, pop-in range. There you go. That's the range that snipers work at. That's there.
What's?
There's me.
Yeah.
There's Grenier there, and they've just popped in. Because, yeah, these ones here. So they're about 150 meters. It definitely could work,
Yeah.
It's not ridiculous. Let's try and find some more. Yes.
I think they'd need to do something to facilitate it more for the sniping.
Yeah.
Anyway. Right. So I feel that damned if you do, damned if you don't, because this was the second most requested feature from the survey at the start of the year. And it feels like, well, you got your player housing. What more do you want?
Yep.
But I don't think people have engaged. I think people saw player housing as part of... Oh gosh, what was the name of the game? Final Fantasy 14. How only a limited number of players could get player housing things. Because at the time there was a huge exodus from games like World of Warcraft to move to Final Fantasy 14. And I'm sure that exodus picked up other people along the way, even with Reb playing Final Fantasy 14. And I've barely played 14, but I know of the whole player housing.
It's because it does player housing differently. It doesn't say every player is entitled to player housing. It says there are X many lots and people have to have them. Now, lots are always freed up all the time. There are a lot of lots and people will default on their lots and things will appear. Yeah, again, about 150 meters and enemies start popping in. Yeah, so there is always lots. But you just can't. You're not entitled to a lot. It makes it so. It also is designed so that the owning of player housing is more realistic. It has meaning. It's not just you get it because you just pay a set fee. You've got to
Mm.
wait. But it also encourages people to work together to buy bigger houses into groups and work as clans to own their house, because it's not just anyone can have a house.
Yeah. And then you have, like, I remember Scott pushing back against this, which was you have your dojo, you know, and how much do you know about the Final Fantasy 14 player housing?
Not a great deal. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay, so basically, the other game that is really synonymous with player housing is Animal Crossing. Sorry, I try to remember what the fuck the name of the game is. Animal Crossing, you buy a what you call a house, or you get given a baseline house, and you can upgrade it. You can what you call it, decorate it how you want, but you have to go out. You need to do a lot of busy work in order to get that. I remember the one for, I think it was the DS. You had to what you call it, constantly do jobs in order to get enough finance to pay back the debt of owning the house, right? But every single time you had paid off the debt, the owner of the house basically came in, or I don't know what the name of the guy is.
Is that the little rat? Or is it a
It's
raccoon?
Raccoon. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a Tanuki. But even so, he turns up and he makes the house bigger. He adds an extension for you, and again, you just forced to incur more debt. And I don't know of anyone that truly gets fully into Animal Crossing. It's like it's just nothing but fucking busy work. It's all the things that people don't like about games like Warframe and World of Warcraft and all that stuff, and it's just 100% that. So, yeah, I don't know what people were expecting. You can't do anything in your house, you just make your house look pretty.
Yeah.
You can't, so you can't access your arsenal in your dormer zone. Were you expecting to? You can't access your foundry in the dormer zone. Were you expecting to?
Well, they could make it that you could.
Well, this was something that Nazeth and I discussed. We wanted a seamless link between the dormer zone and the Lasette, right? So if you loaded the dormer zone, you had also loaded your Lasette, right?
Yeah.
So you could walk through your portal and effectively end up in your Lasette or the dormer zone, vice versa. Yeah. So that way you don't have to invalidate the services of the, oh gosh, what's the name of the damn thing? You don't have to invalidate the services of the Lasette, but at the same time, you're still able to make use of the dormer zone because they're connected.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll allow you to have access to the features of the set.
Yeah. And yeah, that's that was Nazathan and my suggestion. And yeah, so but at the same time, like D have put so much into expanding the, oh gosh, what's the name of the damn thing? The creativity, like frying pans and cookware and all sorts of weird and wonderful shit into the dormer zones. And that has to live somewhere. I don't see a problem with this. This feels very much like, but I have no interest in dormer zones. I want to get the good rewards.
No,
Actually,
it's the same thing we always have with people when people are given the option to suggest things. They say they want a thing, but not really putting any thought into what that means, what that can entail. Like, we want better AI. Right, but what does that mean? What will that
what does
entail?
it look like?
We want endgame. Okay, well, what is
What does that look
endgame? What will that look like? What will that mean to you? We want the end of the AoE meta. Okay, well, what do you want instead? What does that mean? What will happen? They don't. They just want thing. They're like, there's thing. Thing sounds interesting. Yes, that is the thing that we want. What is it? Don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Man, thumbs are really easy to deal with. You realise this?
Yeah, I didn't actually realize this.
Can't do anything.
Yeah. The surprise hasn't shot you out of the air.
I found a niche for snipers.
Thumpers.
Killing thumpers.
Good job, Loz.
Good. Bringing niches to Warframes in 2013.
Oh my god. Right, so yeah. I don't think this is a big deal. Would I like there to be more to the whole fast faction? Yes, but I want them to be careful about it. I don't want it to just be yet more bigger guns that is tacked onto the system.
Yeah,
I would like
and more arcanes and more mods.
I would like it at some point in time where you stop building new stuff and you're tasked to use your new stuff against different things. Like, oh, here's a trial, right? Here's the raid. You haven't had any new weapons and stuff that increases your performance for the last, like, I don't know, 6 months. So now put your shit to the test against this raid. And then you can get rewarded for doing the raid, and you can, that's going to explode, isn't it? There you go. And then you can do the raid easier for the future. I mean trial, but you get the point. Should we go to the replies?
Yeah, sure. So the first reply is, what? What? I love the random cosmetic I got for leveling up that I'll never use. I mean, what else could they have done? Give me something of use? Ha! What? Did you want another gun? Do you want Catchman 2.0 for leveling up? Did you want arcane that just says I win on it?
I mean, that begs the next question. How many things do you get from any of the other factions that you never use? You know, oh, I've had this arcane. It doesn't trump my current arcane, but I have this arcane.
Yeah. If they gave you a mod that, what the mod did is it increased your magazine capacity by half a bullet. Would that? But it does something.
Yeah.
There you go. That's better than a cosmetic, is it?
Yeah.
I bet it would be because somebody probably finds some ridiculous build that uses that to destroy the world. They always do. Next one. Yes, the reason they do it is to keep you playing for longer, and if you quit, that you still have something to grind when you come back.
No, that's not why they do it.
The enemy's not dying and then moving. What's going on? Weird.
Well, the air price is enough.
Yeah, distance is a big issue, isn't it? Right, next one. Is it worth complaining that there's a rank I don't care about? Hard no. This is a first world problem if I ever heard one.
Ah! Yep. There's another part to this. The rank up rewards.
The rank up rewards are icing. They're a nice little bonus. The rank itself is the important part. D could skip choosable rewards entirely for a syndicate, and I probably wouldn't even notice. Yeah, I don't get why we have to have a free reward when you rank up. I assume that right, it worked for some
people whinged.
No, wait, no, they've always had it.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
I don't remember this with the Ostrons when the Ostrons first started.
The syndicates definitely first had it because you'd pick the sigil. And the Ostrons did because you pick things like either a gem recipe or a gun or the mining tool.
They didn't.
They did. They definitely did. And it started with syndicates, which were the first ones, so it's always existed. But I assume what the logic was, you're putting all this effort into spending rep to level up and not buying our cool rewards. Let us reward you with something to be like, okay, yeah, you spent that on leveling up, so have one of the things in trade, if that makes sense. Don't pick your nose. Dirty boy. Picking your nose.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was scratching my face.
Yeah. Lies.
Yeah. Now you don't want to pick my nose. You can't tell me what to do. Next one?
Yeah, it's 150 meters, is around about 150, 160 meters. The thing just pop in. And then you're like, look, I'll snipe this dude's head. Boo!
The AI just isn't kicked in because you haven't gotten close enough. That's hilarious, though.
It's utterly stupid.
Well, it's sensible, though. No. It's sensible, though, because the reason why they're popping in is to make sure that by the time you get there, there's enemies there to deal with. Right?
Yeah.
It's smart and logistical, but the problem is because you're not close enough, the AI is not kicking in. So they're just T-posing effectively and then just getting, anyway.
Well, that's moving.
The next... Is it?
It's spinning. It's a turret.
That's just a state. That's not a thing. That's not an AI. I think that's just a late. That's probably just scene decoration or
It's
whatever.
probably its T-pose is just a spin, to be honest. It probably isn't it? Yeah. Next one. All Incarnon weapons cost 18,000 Syndicate combined! That's like nothing! Besides the weapons, there is only furniture. Of course, that's the only rank up rewards there is. Why should you get everything for only doing the bare minimum?
Agreed.
Yeah, I swear they put it in, so it's like you don't have to worry about. So when you're I've run out of ammo. When you're leveling up between syndicate ranks, you might think, oh, I want to stop on rank 3 because I want to get this thing, this gem cutter tool, this fishing pole. But it allows you to pick at least some of it. So you go, okay, well, it's not wasted. I'm getting this thing. Maybe they should just get rid of it and see what people like. Well, fine then. You don't want a cosmetic. You don't get anything when you rank up. You just have to pour it straight into rank up. I mean, I would be fine with that. Just the trade off you've got to do. Yeah. I think people are really just.
I know we were talking about it. I can't remember what was the context? Do you remember what the context was when I was saying like sod getting any of the other feathers, just get the pinion?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the context of that was?
People wasting time in missions finding every single feather.
Yeah, and I was saying just get the pinion and then leave.
Yeah.
And then just go do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it doesn't take any time at all to fucking get all these resources. And as soon as you have all of them, right? So as soon as you have, oh god, it doesn't take any time to get all these rank ups. Hell, I fucking managed to get the whole fast maxed out faster than I got any of fucking, oh god, what's the name of the damn thing? No, Deimos.
Oh, Deimos. Yeah, right? Yeah, I still haven't finished Deimos. Yeah.
Yeah, so I only just recently finished Deimos because I just didn't want to. But the whole, like, I will give DE credit. The getting the rep with the whole fasts is great, right? Now that max rank, all I need is pinions. Any resource that I need to, so any item I want to make requires pinions. So and it takes. Oh god, I can't remember. I think. Oh, while you're there, can you talk to Cavallero? Go back. Canyonero. Browsewares. Right, can you look at both the rifle, which takes, I think, 15 pinions?
Yes, I've done the pistol. The rifle, 15 pinions, yeah. 20 quills.
Tonfa?
15 pinions, 30 quills.
Okay, so you do need quills as well. Okay, so that's my bad. So you need quills and pinions. But quills, I mean, hell, you can do the Void Angel on the Armageddon. Gosh, what's the name of the damn thing? Armageddon mission type. And that thing just drops nothing but quills. But you fight it time and time and time again.
Yeah.
Save you having to run around like a lunatic trying to find them.
Yeah. But it's not like it's hard to find them. It just takes a bit of time. It's a very straightforward gameplay edition. It's not hard. You just go in, you get some. Just keep playing missions. And the missions aren't hard. It's just going to take time. It's just, just a thing,
Yeah. And then the last last comment.
I suspect it's more a first hit is free for Dormer Zone decorating. They want you to look at the apartment since you've got some free doodad for it anyway. Yeah, I can get some logic in that.
No, I don't. I don't think they care, right? I just the way that I think it was Scott. Don't want to put words in his mouth, obviously. The way Scott reacted when they were talking about dormer zones, and he's like, but you have your dojo. What it just screams to me that they gave you the dormer zone. It's like, I don't think they're trying to get you hooked on decorating. I really cannot imagine that is DE's intention at all. They're not evil decorating
No,
dealers.
but there's nothing wrong with them thinking we'll try and get people. Why not this tier? Make sure they pick a cosmetic, because then they go, oh, I've got a cosmetic. Why don't I at least just go look at my door zone for 2 seconds and just put down that cosmetic I got? Why not? I could see that. I mean, compared to just like, should we put any arcanes on this tier? No, because everyone will just pick the arcane. Why don't we try and pick? I think it's just one. I think it's 4. I think it's the 4th level up is where it's only cosmetic, or there's only cosmetic options. Because I remember picking arcanes on the other ones. So I think, yeah, I wouldn't see anything wrong with that. They're like, oh, people have unlocked 2 rooms in their whatever dormer zone now. Why don't we try and get them to go in there and pick a cosmetic and put it down in there? In fact, to be honest, I think they should have made it a quest to make you do that.
Lol. Or a Nightwave.
Yeah.
Okay.
You make a point though. Yeah, seeing as you pointed out, once you get to like here, which is the hardest one to level up by, of the rank ups. If I use quills, I'll need those in a minute to make gear. But veins and plumes and all the other ones, they're just bin rep at this point, and they only give you such piddler bounce. Just do the angel and get out, and it's probably quicker.
Yeah. Right, I think we're done with this topic.
Yep.
I don't think there's any malicious intent whatsoever. I wouldn't want DE to spend any time on this. Just like, oh, we have to rebalance the free reward. No, don't.
I'll just move on. Well, probably, seeing as I don't think, apart from something like Samaris, but that doesn't. I think this is the only rep where there's no secondary rep on this one so far.
The only rep, there's no secondary rep.
Yeah, the only environment rep.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So
it's more likely there's just going to be a second rep coming soon, and this is just step 1.
Yeah.
If they're at all about expanding this content and it's not just release and drop.
I mean, the next side of it is like Sheldon, right? I imagine Sheldon's going to be the one that would actually rebalance all the, these are the rewards you get. No, Sheldon, I want you to work on Pets 2.0.
We're not getting Pets 2.0.
I'm holding out, Loz. I'm holding out. Could you just imagine Rebecca like points out, it's been 10 years since you spoke about Pets 2.0. When are we going to do Pets 2.0, Sheldon? When?
He's got a document open, don't you know?
Yep. Anywho, right, should we move on to the next topic?
Sure, let me just follow this small boy over to here. And I've got a vein. So, let me push this button here, then this here. Puts us into topic 2. Let's go.
All right. What's your, oh shit, this is actually fun frame? That one frame that you got a that one frame you got as mastery fodder, aren't they all? And only tried out of boredom just to figure out they were actually really fun to play. For me, it was Rhino. I thought he was a little basic, but it turns out running around as an invincible pain train is my favorite thing in the game now.
I'm going to test something. Let me kill it. There we go. Right.
Are you testing the...
Yeah.
If it comes back?
Unless somebody kills it. God damn it.
Someone kill it.
God damn people.
I promise you it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look up the wiki.
That's effort.
Well, so what Warframe have you played that you thought, oh, this is a...
What is that?
What?
Those like square cubes that were spinning around somebody in a big ring.
Oh, that's probably some ephemera bollocks.
Oh.
Probably. Anyway, so what Warframe have you played that you were just doing it for apparently mastery fodder, which I still argue that's all they are for, and you thought, oh man, I really like this Warframe.
Avara really got me with the setting up thingy lines anywhere. I love that.
The zip lines.
The zip lines. I thought it was great because it felt like I was interacting in the space in a new way. It's like, it was one of those moments where I'm like, the game is letting me do this. That's amazing. It's so cool. I don't play on Avara enough. I just use stealth things because just generally just burning through missions. But if I wanted to have fun, yeah, I do that because it just feels like it almost feels like you're hacking the game. You're adding these things on anywhere you want. You can have a zip line where you can stand on them and stop, and you're almost like Spider-Man. You build webs and things. You can't spider, but at least you can build webs anywhere. It's so cool. The ability to fly arrows at the same time. It's like, well, hey, there we go, Dark Sector. It's so cool. There's that. At the same time, going invisible and things. So Avara was definitely one of them. Titania was another one. Because I'm just like, this feels like cheating. This is gravity off mode. Wait, what? Yeah. You're letting me again. It's like, wait, game, you're letting me do this? Why? How? Are you trying to be a game, or are you just trying to be broken? It's like, what is going on here? So Titania was another one for me. I'm trying to think. I like Hildren, but the problem is I just default into playing Excalibur most of the time, just because favorite frame. But Hildren did have that kind of feel that I actually felt good about it, but not like the other two that felt like I was breaking the game. I feel I'm missing anything in the newish frames.
Do you want me to read through them so you can? Just...
No, I had the wiki up here. I can just pick it up if I push this. Yeah, Ashat, no, Baruch, no, Caliban. I wanted to like Caliban, and I was hoping for that kind of feel with Caliban. It never happened. Chroma, the same for Chroma. Equinox, no. Frostgara, Gruder, Gauss. I like Gauss, but it didn't feel like Grendel. Again, I wanted like Grendel. Gyra, Harrow, Hildren, Hydroid, Anoros, Avara, Cora, Lavos, Limboloki, Magma, Necros, Neja, Nidus, Nova, Nyx, Oberon, Octavia, Protea, Revenant, Rhino, Sarin, Sevagoth, Titania, obviously, Trinity, Valkyr, Valban, Volt, Wisp, Wukong, Zaku, Ureli, Zephyr. Yeah, Ureli almost had a bit of that with the K-Drive, and maybe I should go back to it, because I tried playing it early on, and I was like, oh, this feels so cool, but it was just nearly unusable, because it just banged your face into things every 2 seconds. But yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, but for me, it was Avara and Titania.
So, for me... so this is, I've played through the frame, I've maxed it out, and then eventually I went back to it and I'm like, oh, I really like this. Garuda 100% on that list. When again, I'll always shout him out. Sliverito showed me his build and explained to me how you're supposed to play Garuda, because she could be very squishy or she could be very tanky.
I don't think I ever got around to playing Groot.
It all depends on how you build her, right? And then Equinox is another one, right? Equinox is still one that I still struggle a little bit to remember how to play, and kind of rely on muscle memory to like, oh yeah, this is what I got to press. But I still quite like her. What else was there? But the problem is like the some of the others are just, well, I just got on with them straight off the bat. Things like Neja, Nova, Wisp, Loki. I just got on with them straight away. But I think those two, Garuda and Equinox, were the ones that I went back to and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I actually quite like these.
Fair.
There you go.
So, I was curious if there's a list of frames, and everyone might say they like every single frame, but are there any frames which you would be happy to drop permanently from the pool and you'd never be able to play them again?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I've not really put a great deal of thought into it. I kind of feel Harrow falls into that remit, because I tried to play him again recently.
Oh yeah.
And the play style hasn't kept up to date, sort of thing. So like, oh, I'm gonna chain all of these dudes down, they're dead. Okay. I'm gonna chain all of these dudes down. Nope, they're all dead as well.
The thing is, Harrow feels like the sniper rifle is a frame for a completely different game.
Yeah. It's for a play style that kind of no longer exists.
No, not play style. I don't think it's play style. I think it's situation. It could exist within Warframe, but it doesn't. Like, it would be really good against if you had, you know, your Steel Path. What was it you wanted? Tungsten Path?
Yeah.
Like, Tungsten Path, Harrow would probably do pretty well on.
Yeah. Harrow may do well on Steel Path, but no one fucking plays it.
Yeah. Well, because Tungsten Path was even further to the nth degree on it, so that mobs would be super, super, super tough, I remember you saying. Steel Path, people have already figured out ways, and the game is now designed around them being just chaff again.
Actually, there's one. There is one. I've just thought of. There is one. Lavos. Lavos. Yeah.
Oh, I really want to like Lavos, but he just doesn't. He's great. It's great. Do you know? I wouldn't want to remove Lavos. Do you know why?
What, to be a symbol of
why cooldowns just don't work, and that, you know, if you wanted to have cooldowns, you'd have to try a lot harder than that because they just don't work. They just don't work.
Yeah, I completely agree. Right. Should we go? I can't imagine there's going to be much more for us to live in this main body of the topic. So should we go through?
Well, the key thing is on what people think is are their what people feel are their whatever frames. So
yeah.
Sevagoth is my boy. That massive slow makes headshots easy for me because I can't aim. One has a that's first ability, has a damage amp in it, so I'm pretty sure that helps people in my team kill things. Then you go ghost and shred everything. It's just fun.
Fair.
I could get behind Sevagoth. I just haven't had time to play him and put the effort in. I think he is a good frame.
This is something I can't really get in the mindset of, is the fact that abilities are used more as a weapon. Things like what's it called? Wisp's ultimate, her sunbeam. I never see anyone use it.
Yep.
Never. Ever. Right? It's I don't understand the mindset of, oh yeah, my abilities have to do like shit tons of damage. I never get involved in those warframes at all. It's about the survivability for me. It always has been. Hell, I wouldn't fucking play Oberon if it wasn't. Right? And it's supposed to be a utility between using your abilities and your guns. I remember at TennoCon, it's like the first TennoCon we're on stage, Megan called me out for liking Nova when I said I hated Mag. And she says, like, you know, Nova wipes the board. It's like, yes, but with Nova, you prime everything and you still have to use your gun to kill it. Ember just fucking walks around and everything dies.
You said Mag earlier.
I meant Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, one is an ability which facilitates other forms of gameplay and enhances it. The other is just push 4 to win.
I'm so glad that ability's gone. Maybe I should go back and play more Ember. Yeah,
at least maybe hate less.
I definitely hate her less. I have played her.
So is that another 100 missions? You don't have to record anymore. 100 missions played with them.
No. Was it? No, it wasn't like 50 episodes or something.
I thought it was 100. Couldn't have been 100. Yeah, maybe it was 50.
I can't remember. I had to do a bunch of episodes with nothing but of Ember.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you get internet again, we can actually go and do the 24 hours things which we owe people.
Will I ever get internet again, Loz? Will I ever get the internet again?
Man,
have no interest.
We could do a day in on the Zeraman. That's another thing we could do.
Yep.
We actually could work. You know, we could actually on that one. We could even actually leave missions because missions are it's an open world that intends for you to come back instead of.
Well, I mean, in 24 hours on the Railjack, we could go pick up new people and stuff.
Yeah. That might break, but yeah, we'll try. Oh, well, every single time we've done it, it's broken. It's never what it's intended to, isn't it? Yeah. My favourite one is still the planes. We broke the planes. And then we were so bored and sad. Well, we didn't intend to break it, did we? It just broke on its own. There was nothing we did.
Yeah, because we didn't finish one of the...
because we couldn't.
No. We didn't finish one of the, I think it's incursions, those randomly appearing missions. And as a result, there were no more missions. There were no more
Yes.
incursions.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, because we were just chilling around, yeah, and one timed out rather than we finished it.
Yeah.
And so then it bugged out, yeah. And back then you couldn't even pick new missions on the planes, so we could, that was it. That was
How we broke the water, I have no idea.
Oh, that was amazing, yeah. That just fell to pieces.
Anyway.
Oh, an angel.
Okay, an angel.
Right,
You get an opinion from that.
What was my pistol thing?
Should we go for the next one?
Yeah, I think it was maybe get headshots without reloading. For me, probably an Iros. Originally, I thought he would be the most boring frame, but after realizing he takes legit 0 brain cells once you have Umbral mods, he became my go-to. It's 2 a.m. and I just want to shoot bad guys and chill for an hour on SP frame.
Fuck, who's playing Warframe? Well, I say this, and I'm horribly addicted to fucking vampire game right now. Yes, after we watched anime last night, I did finish that boss. I really wanted to. Okay, so sorry, random side tangent for me to tell Loz. So I did the boss the first time, and I died. I had loads of cool shit on me.
Yeah.
I eventually managed to get back to the boss just after we finished watching anime. All my shit had despawned. So all the cool shit I picked up had despawned. I'm like, fuck. And it's because of how long it takes to fucking get back there. Anyway. Sad panda. What were we talking about? Yeah, who plays games? You're watching anime at 2 a.m. That's the mistake.
Exactly. Hang on, let's see if I can get these headshots in. Come on.
Actually, that's what you should do. Why don't you play an Iros?
Yeah.
And see the whole what they're talking about. Instead of trying to do this fiddly stuff and not reading the comments.
But I want to get these headshots. I just have to get some more headshots. How's that not a headshot? Yay! There we go.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, you see, actually no, I could. Can I just pause like that? Yeah, I can. So next one is, it was Avara for me. It was fun after getting some better kits to build her and see how stealthy I could be with her. Just need to utilize her quiver more now. Lol. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even start on that. I love the different arrows.
I think there should be more of a reward, or not reward, but penalty for not stealthing stealth missions. So, like,
what?
So, for example, you can get crazy XP buffs for going to do a mission 100% stealth because like it's a cumulative buff. Yeah, you get this big crazy combo, and like you can max out stuff like your weapons and stuff just from doing a single stealth run, right? But the big thing about it is it takes so much longer to do because you're stealthing the whole damn mission, right? But people are like, nah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go run Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. Oh, I'm done. Yeah. So there's an easier way to doing it. I think it would be nice if there was like game modes like Spy, maybe Super Spy, maybe Void Spy, right? And if the alarm goes off, right, everything jumps up like 100 levels.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it really
yeah.
incentivizes you. You need to be stealth.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the sniper game mode, where you have to snipe. You know, it's a unique set of game mechanics where you lose, or the win state, lose state, or whatever, or it becomes super harder if you don't do it in the way it wants to be done, kind of thing. Yeah. So you're saying, if you don't stealth, big enemies spawn. I mean, they tried to do that kind of thing with the rescue missions.
Did they?
Yeah, because if you that they started bringing that kind of thing. If you sneak in and kill all of the wardens without being detected, you get the best reward. That's how you get the higher. The Spectre rewards is based on like if you killed all the wardens, if you weren't detected, if the alarm wasn't triggered, and I think if you weren't detected or something like that. You know, so they actually did try and aim in that kind of system.
Yeah, but then players were like, nah, in and out.
Yeah. Instead, it's just AoE meta. Gotta get my AoE meta.
We don't have internet over here, do we?
Yeah, what do you mean?
It's fast food chain.
Oh, no. I have no idea what that is. I think you made it up.
No, honestly.
You want what now?
It's Five Guys.
I was about to say, let's go get Five Guys then. Like, I'm not in Wolverhampton anymore.
Yeah. There's a Wendy's that you told me about. Is it Reading?
Yeah, Reading.
Yeah, we want to go. Right. Next one.
Okay, the next one is... can't think of one, but I specifically remember me hating Nova until I actually played her Prime version, not realizing how to use any of her abilities. Another one is Atlas. At one point, I didn't think he was that good, but when I played more of it, again, I changed my mind.
Yeah, I think it's down to experience and is it your sort of like play style. As I said, I couldn't understand how you're supposed to play Garuda until someone basically held my hand and went, like this, you idiot.
Yeah, it really makes me sad that they came up with a great idea with the helmet system where it promotes you to these frames are getting a boost this week.
Yeah.
That it's so locked behind this crazy system. It makes me sad because it's like it encourages you. Hey, why not try? Well, why not try a different frame? Because it's going to be boosted this week. Hello?
So is the system the fact that it's behind the Deimos rep or
Yeah, it's behind the Deimos rep and it's a ridiculous thing. You have to buy it from you have to unlock Helminth, get so many quests done, go get a certain tier, and then save up rep and buy it from Sun.
Right.
I think that's how you get it. I'm not even sure. I know I don't have it. But you have to max out the Helminth? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't. I think I can buy it, and I haven't maxed out the Helminth yet.
Right, but it's a really cool idea. But no, you don't get it. Why? Because you have to do more busy work. But if it comes so late in the game kind of thing.
Yeah.
When it would encourage you to try this frame.
Go to see. You're maxed out on the thing.
Yeah, no, I want a bit more. But you see what I mean? Is that...
Yeah.
Just make me sad.
I think, again, that sort of system should be expanded upon because right now I think it's like you have 3, maybe 4 frames to choose from, but like 40 odd frames in the game. Like,
yeah.
You know, how long will it take before I see that? It's the reason. One of the reasons why I really dislike the whole arbitration system is like there are so many frames. It's like, oh, to use this frame, I don't want to use that frame. I want survivability. Oh, but this is the damage dealing ones. I couldn't give a fuck about damage.
But you could use Nidus. I know you don't like. I don't think you ever use Nidus. You could use Nidus. I don't want to use Nidus. But you could use Nidus.
Yeah.
Game, I hate you.
Yep.
Defeat all Thrax attackers. Oh, game. What you do to me, game.
Next one.
Do you
want me to read it?
No, 2 seconds. I can push escape. Valban, his photon strike is just magnificent. I always saw Valban players just throwing orbs and capturing enemies, and I was like, oh, okay, not bad. But when I learned about his photon strike, God! I just ran around spamming my 3, calling airstrikes everywhere I go.
Which one the fuck is photon strike?
Freaking ion cannon from space!
I've never seen that.
What?
I don't see Valban players.
What?
Loz is aborting it. Like, where was Loz? Like, it's Bastille. Like, oh, Bastille. Vortex. Bastille, Vortex. Bastille.
Jump pad?
No jump pad. Speed boost pad.
Do I even have a Valban build? I don't have a Valban build. Okay, I'll just grab random build. It's actually called random build. And let's have a Valban. Prime. Use the boy. Right, and let's go fast travel to location. Exterminate.
Yeah.
Ugh, why did I stick that on there? That seems bugged. I would never have that as pink. No, look at him. Beast. Right.
Show me this incredible ability that you speak of. How have you not got that on a hotkey? I never see that.
Yeah, but I didn't even know when they did this. I can't even remember. You know, it's
Well, it's with
there isn't somebody who
rework.
keeps whinging. Oh well, we need Valbad improvements. We need Valbad improvements. He freaking has an ion cannon from. Do you see how it's like shooting from space? Like pew pew
Yeah.
pew. Like
Yeah.
ridiculous. You know, and then obviously you've got Vortex, which is that kind of replaces Bastille. Is it Bastille Vortex? I don't even know what it's called. Let's have a look. Yeah, Bastille. So Bastille replaces that. I think that replaces the Vortex. Yeah, it's into a single Vortex. Hold to collapse all. So yeah, so those have been Vortex and Bastille have been combined into one ability. He's gained a freaking ion cannon nuke.
Yeah.
Then you've got the 4 laying through Tesla Nervos, which are just like, you know, electric. Oh, they move now. Oh yeah, they do, don't they? It's so freaking amazing, this frame. So you got the Tesla Nervos, which brings the Nervos back, which are amazing. So they're basically Grenier rollerballs now, and they do things. Okay, they might not be the best thing in the game. Oh my god, if they're not in build, we got to whinge. And then you've got on Mine Layer, so you've got you've got the. Oh, is the jump pad gone?
Yeah, it got replaced with a speed boost pad.
So okay, so we've got Tether Coil, Flechette Orb, Vector Pab, and Overdriver. Wow. It's an amazing frame.
I never see that ion cannon though.
It's just pure damage.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's not the best. Maybe it's not meta. Maybe it doesn't do the doesn't compete with the AoE weapons or something. I don't care. It's an amazing frame now. Oh, but if it doesn't kill enemies in Steel Path in 2 seconds, then he's not worth
arbitrations. It's always about arbitrations.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, if he doesn't solo arbitrations for 10 hours, he's not worth. He needs buffing.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. Do you remember? So before, I remember Valban. It was slapping electrical balls on people.
Tesla orbs.
Jump pad.
Yep.
Bastille.
And
Vortex. And Vortex, the only good thing, the one thing I do miss is the Vortex worked on players, which was fun.
Oh, that got fucking patched out really quick, though.
Well, I don't even know. It's so many years. Look at the years on my face.
But it was 2013. It was 2013. It was around like Nova's time.
I think it lasted longer than that. I think it was 2014 they got rid of it.
Nah, I swear it wasn't.
I swear it was for a long time. I think it was still in the game.
I remember them demonstrating it in the dev streams and like.
But I remember Steve being why did we leave this in for so long?
Well, anyway. Oh yeah, but he'd been out for like 2 months.
So
by the time
he has, what is that? So is that on the 2? So that's what 4, 5, 6, 7 abilities, basically.
Effectively.
Yeah, because you've got there's the Bastille up, and then if you hold it, look, you can combine it into a freaking Vortex.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing frame.
It's dope.
It is.
Damn. I need to play more my train boy.
Yeah.
I need to get more of my train boy.
No, he needs buffing. He needs buffing. Do you know he needs buffing?
Shush.
Would you like me to do a video to explain how he needs buffing?
Shush. Yes, I would. Right. That last one then. Last one then.
Oh, did I read that last line on the Vabon? I don't even use my weapons now if I don't have to. Haha.
Oh, I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. And then the last one. Until I actually got her, all I knew about Banshee was people sitting in the middle of the map and holding down her terrible 4. A room nuke, I don't like these, that doesn't do enough damage to actually nuke, and instead just CCs all the enemies at massive range and knocks them around so they're a real pain for other players to kill. I did not want anything to do with this. When I got her, I discovered that she was a very unique weapons-based Warframe, precision counterpart to Mirage's more Dagger approach. That Awful 4 is the exception to the rest of her kit. I think she's actually really good now. Just never use her 4. In fact, use Helmet to replace it with something that boosts durability.
That's interesting. Whenever I use Banshee, it was specifically for the CC. Though the comment of the CC all enemies at a massive range and knocks them around, so they're a real pain to kill. Is like I don't remember them being that difficult to kill with I think you need the augment mod.
What?
I think you need the augment mod.
Oh no, I just wanted to go on the abilities page.
Okay.
What have we got? Sonic Boom, Sonar, Silence, and then Soundquake.
Yeah, Soundquake was the only one that got changed.
Soundquake got changed?
Yes. or her augmented. I think they lowered the range, but it's now mobile. So the
Oh,
CC. So I think the straight Soundquake is just damage dealing, but if you get the augment, it makes it so that you stagger enemies while you Soundquake. But I think it's for they had to change it massively because what people would do is in order to do what's the name of the missions really quickly?
interception,
Oh,
spy, defense.
it was I think it was defense. Fuck. Hydron. Yep, on Hydron. Because it's such a small map, she could cover the entire map,
Yeah.
right? And then basically players could just go around, just murder everything as it spawns because it's all collecting in single points. There's like 3 points in the entire map that the enemies can spawn in.
Oh, and she could reach all three while keeping active,
Yes.
so it would just insta kill everything.
Yes. And then all the other
Right.
players go and deal with it. And then it just made like a really optimal way to farm experience and things like that.
So it says, Resonating Quake is a Warframe augment mod for Banshee that replaces Soundquake's channeling feature for a single large shockwave that deals bonus damage at the epicenter, but decreases damage as the shockwave spreads.
Yep.
So it's not before it was movable because they were like, oh, let's make it like Nyx's.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't movable.
But the augment.
No, it wasn't. So
Oh.
I got that wrong. So it's still static. But I think the big thing was, what would happen is people would build it in such a way that it was such insane high power strength. So I'm trying hard to remember this. They put crazy power strength on it, so the ability efficiency was down in the toilet, so you'd have to use pizzas. But yes, she could wipe the board as well with the nuke as well. So yeah, it was
So that's why
crazy.
it's got the damage thing, so the range thing. So it is
I
assume it peters off over the range.
Yeah. So people couldn't do that with
Right.
the entire room.
Yeah, fair. But as for these other abilities, I mean, so I looked at Valbat, and that's what 7 abilities or something you have now. So 4, 5, 6, almost 7 because they're two bled into one. Whereas Banshee, this has pretty much been the same since the came out, and you've just got a knockback. You've got sonar, which does spot the critical weak points, which is useful, and then silence, which is a stun. I expect her to be reworked at some point and have one ability. Stuns enemies and will limit their perceptions and tactical response under gunfire and warframe attacks.
I don't remember it stunning people. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a cone of silence, but anyway.
But yeah, she is just a weapon platform frame. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. But what's this? Operator abilities. Why are my operator abilities there? That's just stupid. What's that got to do with the warframe passive? Okay. Yeah. Why has she got stealth? Stupid. Anyway, well, I suppose we got Octavia as the better. Is what Banshee was. Banshee 2.0, really, isn't she? Yeah. Poor Banshee.
Right. So that is it for the replies. That's it for the topics. It is time to move on to. I think it's the graphs now, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, let me just clear the top. By the way, you still got this topic 3 button, Mirish.
What do you want? 3 topics again?
I don't mind if we did 3 small topics. If it's why is graphs not turning up? There we go, graphs.
Yeah. Right, so the first graph is, should Rivens be more available in Warframe to raise the expected performance of the player base? 30% said don't care, 30% said yes, and 40% said no, which I thought was quite surprising. You know, people don't want to raise that bar, but okay. The next one was, do you like Loz's idea of Rivens for rep? Now, I must apologize. I got this wrong. I should have written the questions shortly after recording the episode, but I was a moron and left it for like 2-3 days. And this should have been, do you like Loz's idea of Riven
rerollers,
reroller
Riven weapon reroller?
Yeah. So now, unfortunately, I don't know if people took it for what I meant it to say, which is what we were talking about in the episode, or what I accidentally put. So this is a bit difficult to know. I'd assume, because most people actually tend to fill these in before they watch the episode. It's the whole ribbons for rep thing. So 22% said no, and 78% said yes. So, do you like Xeno's idea of ribbons for rep?
What was your idea?
No, that was my idea. I did have an idea
Oh.
of ribbons for rep, and you were like, no, it should be the re-roller instead. I'm like, yes, I like that more actually. So, yeah, so I got that wrong. And it's kind of surprising that so many people said yes to this, but no to the other.
Well, because if they did listen to my idea, it's because my idea was that flooding the system with more ribbons is a bad idea, and that's what the other point kind of agrees with. Because they're saying, do you want to give more ribbons out? And it's like, no, that'd be stupid.
No, but the whole point of making ribbons more available is so that we can raise the expectation of the player base. So DE can't go, oh, well, we can't make it for players that have ribbons when they might not have ribbons.
Right, but you also achieve that by giving them a handful of ribbons, but they'll be for weapons they want to use.
True. Let's move on to the next one, number 3. Right. How do you feel about the Incarnon weapons? 10% said negative, 40% said neutral, and 50% said positive.
I like them. I've only got the pistol, and I'm on the 4th one now, and I've got to do the whatever's about it. Oh yeah, I should be doing that, shouldn't
I think you've done the hardest one, which was like what, 8 headshots on an angel without reloading.
Yeah, but multi-shot counted.
Multi-shot counted.
I think so.
Oh
because
wow!
it shoots multiple bullets, doesn't it?
Wow, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Wait a minute. I thought it had to be an operator mode to pick up these orbs.
No, never. Because you have the stupid orb thing.
I'll fix this to make it easier.
What are you gonna? How? What?
I said earlier.
Okay. Well, we can't really see. Oh, Titania.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, 4th one.
Oh, is it 4th?
4th. Right. Do you feel that the Incarnon talents are very cookie cutter? 1 good choice, 2 not so good choices. Right. 15% said no opinion. 30% said no, and 55% said yes. This doesn't add up, does it? Does it? It does. It does add up. There we go. Yeah.
I swear I had a Titania build.
Yeah, I can see it right there. So the top row next to
gather. That's why.
That's like the only row I could see, by the way. So yeah, do you feel this? Do you feel 1 good choice, 2 not so good choices?
I don't know. I'm holding back on this until I've got all 3 weapons and I've unlocked all the stuff, and then think about the builds. I know, for instance, hang on, let's just quickly let's have a go then. If we go fast travel to Calvarero, I've only got the pistol, so we can only do a thing of it.
Who?
What? Oh, Calvarero?
Who?
Yeah. Calvarero?
Who?
What? Calvarero?
Canyonero.
Oh, right. So if we go, so first choice is just unlocking the Arcanum. Second choice, right? We've got. We can't see the graph, can we? Right. So just me and you here. Okay, the pistol.
Yeah.
We've got 40% recoil, 20% fire rate, 50% movement when aiming. What you want?
Fucking fire rate.
I go for the recoil.
Higher DPS.
No, because the weapon's all about building. I like having a steady weapon, and it's about building through headshots. So yeah, you could have the fire rate and sort of like just aim at chest and sort of take the recoil to hit the face. I like precision shotting it.
However, the point is both of us were able to instantly go like that, as opposed to, oh, do I want this?
That's not what cookie cutter means. Cookie cutter is there's one option, it is the best, and everyone takes it.
Okay, that is fine. Right.
Right, on
Okay.
headshot. Okay, I've not really gone this one. So on headshot, plus 30% reload for 12 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. 30% magazine reloaded when holstered. Gains 60% ammo efficiency while aim, gliding, and sliding.
First one.
Yeah, see. This is why I feel that some of them are good and some are bad. Like that first one, I felt was a good disparity.
Yeah.
That was, because the recoil is pretty hefty on this gun. But this one, I'm like, well, that's just silly. There's a mod for that
I'm
does
not
it
using
better.
it. Yeah.
Well, I suppose that means it'll have its capacity done in like 3 seconds. But
yeah,
then,
but still, it means you have to put it away first.
does it keep its
and then are you going to build for fast hands? Sorry, not fast hands. What's there's a mod that allows you to quickly swap between weapons and things. Are you going to mod for that as well?
And then, but what about this one? Gain 60% ammo efficiency while aim, gliding, and sliding.
I don't aim glide. I don't like. I do that, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel that I would be all for that one.
It's a single shot gun.
Sliding. Yeah.
Does that mean that randomly sometimes you don't use
that might
bullet?
work in the Incarnate mode.
I can't remember if the Incarnate mode even has bullets.
What? Maybe it doesn't reload actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a fair point. Yeah, I still say it's the first one.
Can I see the third one? I can. Okay. 50% headshot damage. Headshot builds 50% more on Carnan transmutation charge. 20% status minus 10% critical chance.
Oh god, sorry, now I go through them again.
50% headshot damage.
So that's an additional 50% headshot damage.
Yep. Headshots build plus 50% more Incarnate transmutation charge.
Okay.
Plus 20% status minus 10% crit.
It's the middle one.
Yeah, I would read on that. I can't remember if maybe the third one, if it's for this gun, that the third one is when the gun doesn't crit, it does damage. Was that one of these?
It's all of them. I'm pretty sure it's both guns.
Okay.
No. It's the last one.
Yeah, which I don't think I could see. Yeah, I have to unlock it. So maybe there might be some benefit in knocking down the crit chance, I guess. But majority, I would just build more Incarnate because the pistol's all right, but the turning it into the gun is the better. The machine gun is the better thing. So you want to build the charge. So yeah, I mean, I'd have to see, but that one seems a bit. So I feel the first one was a good choice, but the second and third ones, they're just, as you say, it's very hit and miss. Yeah. Right, moving on. What's the next graph? 5?
Number 5, yeah. Okay, so do you feel that the 2000% bonus damage on non-crit hits confusing as Xeno, right? I still think it's weird. I think it's just such a weird thing that you have bonus damage on non-crit hits.
Yeah, it's like, well, what? So what? It's a non-crit crit.
It's like, well, the whole concept of a critical hit is that you are hitting a critical weak spot, right?
Yeah.
So in games like D&D, you roll a nat 20, that's a crit. You roll to confirm. You do double crit. Well, you do naturally crit, which means that you do, depending on the weapon, like double damage or triple damage, and so effectively, the DM will describe it as, depending on if you kill the enemy or not. Oh, you managed to get them in the back of the head, right? Or you lacerated the Achilles heel, and as a result, they can't walk properly and things. It's all about the flavor, right? But with crits, it's supposed to be, oh, you've hit a vital spot. So how are you doing more damage on a non-vital spot?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. What physically in the world has happened? Did the gun just decide to load a better bullet? Well, if it's doing that, why isn't it always loading better bullets?
Yeah. How can I reduce my crit chance to 0?
By the way, the fact that this isn't operator only mode is so stupid. I thought that was the whole point of this game mode.
Right.
The fact that this is just what?
Easy cheese.
Yeah,
Easy. Right.
I remember they showed it and they were like, "Oh yeah, let's use Void's thing and look, it's all about what."
Graphs.
Graphs.
So we can see what you're doing and things.
It's so stupid. Look, I just go through orbs. There we go. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, fly over here. Done. You know, I think it'd be better to quit out now and not fight the enemies, and then come back in again and just do it that way for this achievement. You don't actually have to finish the mission. Right. What was I saying? So we done graphs. What's next?
Supporter questions. Oh crap! I haven't seen you the supporter questions. Give me just a second. Everyone getting entertained by LOZ's ability to...
I have no idea what I've got here. I'm just killing things. I have no idea what I've got. The stupid bow. Okay, I've got to do something with it, I guess. Do that. I think...
LOZ is shooting.
Am I shooting the right thing? I don't even know.
LOZ loves to shoot that thing.
Die, man. Yay. Is that... Oh,
there you go.
I fell over. What? What's happened? What?
I've sent you a Discord message with the supporter questions. You know, I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to send you stuff.
Felt something was missing, yeah. I could feel it was wrong. Oh, there we go. Right. Zrugal. Oh, God, I don't even know how to do that one, Zrugal. What is that? Before I read out Zrugal's... No, I can't even do anything. It's just all over. This is a crazy... How is this a font? That's just madness. Before I read out Zrugal's question, just want to say thank you for all listening to our podcast so far. We really appreciate all the likes and comments everyone leaves on these episodes. This font is called Curly. How is that curly? Call it mess. And there's right angles in some of those letters. That's not curly. Those P's have extra straight lines. That's silly. Do you think Ordis will ever remember the old war?
No. I think his memories got deleted, and it was like the
I'm just flying into orbs.
Some of the original episodes of Doctor Who, where they thought, let's tape over those, like, you know, we'll never need the originals again, we'll never need the masters again, let's just tape over them. And yeah, so Orlis has taped over his memories of the old war, and he's never going to know again.
DE's next update is coming soon. A follow-up to the Zariman update with more patches and a couple new Incarnate weapons. The weapons so far have been a rifle that turns into a minigun, a pistol that turns into an assault rifle, and a pair of tonfas that turn into larger, more shiny tonfas. Next up to release are a shotgun and a dagger. I ask ahead of time, is an Incarnate mode of a dagger just a sword? Yeah, it looks like you're right. He's got like this staticky, clicky thing. And he's not dropping another orb.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. Right, let's hand in this stuff. Where is it?
Is an Incarnate dagger just a sword? No, I want it to be the dual dark sword.
They should go back and change that now.
Yeah.
They really should go and do the dark dagger, the split dark dagger, was it?
Something like that.
Now that they can finally do it, the justice it was always meant to be, they really should go and do that. Why are the
lights off?
I don't know. I thought it was because I was failing, but it's not. Yeah, weird. That's energy. Yeah. Could they just? I'm just thinking. Could they just go and just change it? Is it? I can't remember how it works now. At the moment, is it 2 weapons or 1 weapon, or can you change it out of mission or something?
I think you can equip either swords or dagger stances on it, and depending on which stance you put on it determines the playstyle of the weapon. I think. Yeah, it's been a hell of a long time since the weapon first came out. I can't remember shit. But you couldn't change it mid-mission, and that was the thing that we always wanted, is the fact that you could...
It's their original idea for it.
Yeah.
And they finally can do that. Somehow they couldn't do it before. Their math got better, I don't know.
Yep. Gotta get better math.
Can we have that as a question? No, I'm
Okay.
serious. I think I'd
Yeah,
completely missed it.
so
That'd be really cool. Can they go and do you want EE to go and fix the Dark Dagger with the as a
do
Incarnate
you
S
want
weapon?
EE to change the Dark Dagger split sword to function like an incarnate where you can change style mode mid mission? Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Right, next.
Many players. This is also Dangle of the Hangman, by the way. Many players have pointed out that Warframe tends to abandon players after the War's prize quest and leave them to figure things out more or less on their own. While DE have tried to improve things with a star chart that has clear progression and a now what to do next bar that pops up between missions, do you think that some players would benefit more by simply having an adventure line?
What do you mean adventure line?
I don't know if that's a specific term from a specific game or something. I would assume it just means like a more hand-holded one path forward to start with. This is what you've got to do next. This is your adventure to go on, you know.
So I think it's really important that games have a yes and I think it's important games have um, the capacity to teach you to do other stuff, right? So a really important comparison. I've been playing a lot of V Rising recently, and one of the tasks you have to do in like the tutorial of playing the game is get a servant. After you get the servant cooking, right? Like any survival game, like in Minecraft or whatever, it takes an hour and a half for the servant to cook, and that's an hour and a half in real time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you quit the game or whatever, you come back, you still have the remaining time to deal with. Now, what the game doesn't do is tell you to go do other things. So the objective isn't start cooking your servant. Right. Now, while your servant's cooking, go collect these resources you'll need for the next objective.
Yeah.
It just leaves you in the lurch. You have to wait an hour and a half effectively. So unless you have foreknowledge of how to do that, like what other stuff to do, you're, you know, um, you're kind of stuffed. You have to wait to find out what it is you need to do.
Yeah.
And that is something games could do better. Warframe is one of them where it could go, right, go to Neptune, right? Or wait for something to happen, right? But at the same time, go do these other things while you're waiting, right? But games like Warframe, games like V Rising don't consider teaching people the play style.
The playstyle?
Well, the play style of do other stuff. Don't just sit around and wait.
Oh, get you. I get you. Yeah.
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 So I don't want to sit around and wait, but I don't know what I should be doing. So anyway, and
Yeah,
you've
it's
done that. Oh, you could go look at what the upgrade is now.
Yeah. That was
Is
what I was
that
trying to do.
the plan?
That was my plan. What was I saying? I'm gonna say something else. Yeah, breadcrumb quest is the term. Leaving some breadcrumbs to lead people forward and to do other things. And I think it's a skill that's been lost. It's just, I remember World of Warcraft used to have good breadcrumb quests that would involve the whole world, and some people used to get annoyed at those quests, but I really enjoyed them. They felt epic when you completed them. They were, leading you to different parts of the map you've never been to, or encouraging you to go back to do other things. It's the same. Sometimes you do need to poke players to go in a certain direction. Sometimes with a stick, sometimes with a whisper.
Were those the quests that literally told you to go to the next region, or
So yeah, the basic breadcrumb quests are quests which were just like, I hear that there is some rumble. The enemy has escaped us here, but they left a note saying that they've got a secret base in Feralas. go across the world to find Ferrolas and go talk to my friend Jimmy. And you get there and they'd
Yeah.
be like, ah, my friend Frederick. Ah, yes, we will sort of have to deal with that in the future. By the way, while you're here, can you go kill the local bears? I need their snouts to make a stew. Thanks.
I thought they improved it so much more with Cataclysm because I fucking hated the transition from Silver Pine Forest to for everyone else's benefit. Silver Pine Forest, the horde is being attacked from 3 fronts: a bunch of human wizards, some werewolves, and some mindless zombies. Oh damn, that looks awesome. Bags. And yeah, so and then once you finish Silver Pine Forest, you're then instructed to go to Turin Mill, which is in South Shore. Is that the name of the place? No, South Shore is the where's Turin Mill? Hillsbrad Foothills?
It's to the west of Hillsbrad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but the zone is Hillsbrad Foothills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're told, like, oh, continue the war for effort in Turin Mill.
Yeah.
So you go to Turin Mill, and like make it a plague. But what about the wizards? Making a plague.
We're making a plague.
Yeah, okay, but like Silverpine's getting attacked, and like there's werewolves and wizards and zombies. Oh my! I was like, we're making a plague. We need bear tongues and spider apples. I was like, there was no continuity whatsoever.
And then once you finish that, were they like, yeah, we've made the plague. Right, are we going to go back to like saving Silverpine? What?
Wash.
We made it a plague. This will be important in 2 expansions time.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. So right, okay, I get it. Yes, breadcrumb quest definitely, but you need to have the.
So yeah, Warframe doesn't have that. Warframe doesn't. Hey, why don't
doesn't.
come? What it should be is that after War's Prize, there's just small, bloody, tiny, small quest. Don't bloody scope creep it. Small quest that takes you. Why not after you're encouraged to do 1 or 2 places on Earth, and then I think that 2 nodes would get you to. If I'm gonna have to go delete this, I think 2 nodes would get you to.
I think I got a simpler solution.
Okay, you say.
All right. So you finish War's Prize. And then you have some pings, literally. Actually, can you zoom out the star chart? Because it's really convenient here now. So you finish War's Prize, and then all of a sudden you've got this. The map zooms out, and then I want to say Neptune or Uranus. I can't remember which one of these two. The Natar quest. So, it zooms in on Uranus, and then one of the nodes just starts pinging. Right?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all it is.
No, I'd like it. No, you need more. No, you need more than that. I know you're thinking that's cool I know you're thinking that's cool and clever and sounds amazing. It needs voice lines.
I'd have voice lines, sure.
You need orders saying we're getting a signal from Uranus.
Lotus.
Oh, Lotus, yeah. Tenno.
Lotus hasn't had new voice lines in months.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay, fine.
Right.
Tenno, you're now free of. Thank God, you're now free of. Or not thank God, because God's existing Warframe. Thank
fuck.
Whatever. You're free of War's control. Now you're free to tell the people, reinforce it. Tell them now you're free to enforce balance upon the origin system. But while you're away, if you notice, and then the camera zooms in and goes zoop, here, ping, 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 ping. We're detecting a signal, an emergency signal from Uranus. You're going to have to get there, but
make your way through the
star chart, and then it zooms, and then it should zoom in. It's like it should. Well, hell, if I wanted, I'd love it if it did. You see this the light that goes between. It should highlight until you unlock that thing. It does a constant ping path, showing you it's pinging between the planets, the string between the planets to hint at where you've got to go. So it's going like this. I don't know that. So it's like, oh, you've got to go
until you unlock them, and it gets narrower and narrower.
Yeah, it's like trying to teach you. You've got to go there. And it's like, and then it's after zooming in that, it should zoom in on Earth and go, zoop here. You're gonna have to start your journey here. And progress through, But they don't want to do voice lines. They don't want to seem to do any little structure of it. Like something small.
Well,
Small.
I think they see it as not a problem. They don't see that as the choke point.
But every reviewer says the same thing.
Yeah.
Every person we've gotten to play the game says the same thing.
Yeah. Trainer wheels instantly have fallen off and you're now in the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
What happened to my tricycle? My tricycle was nice and safe. Why am I now in the Lamborghini? I'm scared of breaking this. Right. Was that it for the support questions? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the adventure line. That was the adventure line. I think that's support questions. Cool. Right, let's move on to
crazy responses.
Yeah, Anarchy Gaming. That's a simple solution.
The thing didn't appear. Can you hit the button again?
Oh, I didn't even push it. I thought it was something I was missing. Did I push the support question one? I don't think so. All right. Anarchy Gaming. There's a simple solution if DE is hesitant on removing the focus cap. I believe it was on WoW. They changed the wording on rested and unrested experience rates. So why not make the current cap to rested affinity rate, where you get a focus as normal as now. Then after you fill the cap, you get unrested focus gain, where you get, for the sake of argument, half values on rep gain. So you can keep farming if you have time, while not making the current cap any different. I have, and I think Nazareth even replied on this. I have suggested that in the past. Yeah, Anarchy Gaming, it is a much better system. It's actually been shown. That's the reason why WoW did it, because it is psychologically, it encourages players to play more. Because instead of feeling I've reached my, the game is punishing you, it won't give me any more. It's giving me a pathetic amount now. You don't say it's a negative amount or a zero amount. You flip it and say that, we're giving you a bonus. We're giving you, this is our gift to you. You're like, I want to use your gift. I've got to use up your gift. And then if you want to, you can still play afterwards.
Because in the stint that Nazareth was covering for you, we actually did talk about that again. And how, again, the whole AoE meta shit was going on. And instead of saying, you've got enemies that are resistant to AoE damage, you've got enemies that are weak to single target damage, right? And it was just
that sounds like making a niche.
Yeah, well, it's all perception of stuff, but yeah.
Yep. Benjamin's marriage. I kill Xmas the same way I kill any strong enemy. Shoot it with my 180% crit chance synapse that has a 10 times crit multiplier thanks to a Riven. If I need some more crit, I use Teeming Virulence to boost the synapse crit chance by a further 238%. In all cases, they evaporate in front of me.
Damn. Damn.
Yep. Let's go hide up here. Nazareth, admittedly... was it basically new players aren't going to have that kind of loadout, but we went all the way to Mars. Oh, yes, that's why I put this there, because yes, it seems you have Nazareth done the test.
Oh, God, yes, I forgot.
So let me read out Nazareth's point. So Nazareth says, admittedly, new players aren't going to have that kind of loadout, but we went all the way to Mars recently as a test and had no trouble using barely modded weapons available to a Master Rank 5. Yeah,
so to give everyone context to this, because last week, I can't remember the name of the person, turned around and said, MR5, very, very difficult. How, it's like almost unplayable. So I did reach out to them. I don't know if they actually replied. I haven't checked my my messages. But we did effectively two ends of the stick, where the first mission we did we were both Excalibur, right? Just baseline Excalibur. I had a Soma, which you could get at MR6. We took out loads of mods. So we took out all the corrupted mods. We took out all of the high level mods. We took out loads and loads of stuff. We didn't check to see what resources were required to make specific weapons we taught. I also looked at an old Catch Moon weapon, which will be relevant at the other end of the stick, not the beginning of the stick, but the end of the stick. When we did Mars, where everything was level 8, it was super easy to kill the enemies with the Soma, right? Super duper easy. But with we then tried something else because we were confused. We did a level 5 bounty, which we actually failed. on the plains, and the Xmas units there were so much tougher. And I had a catch moon gun that has an MR of 0, so you can make it straight off the bat. I don't know what resources it requires, but it requires you to be rank 3 with the Solarians. Yeah.
Right.
With Zood. So it would take time to actually get that gun, but as soon as we had that gun, we were shredding.
Were you using like rank 10 serrations and
I was, right? I'm not gonna lie, I was. We didn't do a proper test, but in all honesty, we didn't want to spend days making brand new accounts to properly test this. Right? Literal days to actually properly simulate this and everything. So this isn't a proper test and things. I couldn't see a problem with the MR, like, so the Mars experience and anything like that. But when we were doing the level 5 bounties, the enemies were level 60, right?
Right.
And they were hitting like a dump truck. And it was like, right, okay, I could totally see this being a problem, but this is level 60, right? Where Mars is level 8.
What level? I'm on level 32 here. I don't know where I am, but it's the gift of Lotus for today.
But yeah, it's like, what, so it kind of feels like maybe players are going into more difficult content too early.
Yeah.
And maybe things like the level 5 bounty shouldn't be available to MR5 fucking players.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it gives a false conception that they can do it.
I also
literally the only enemies we had issues with were the Xmas units.
Right, maybe there should be a thing that indicates when you should be ready for it. I like the idea of letting people go in over their heads to kind of get a feel for, oh, that's too hard for me.
So like difficulty hard.
But you've got to kind of point out you're not supposed to be doing this right yet.
Difficulty, don't do it.
Well, it's very hard because Warframe doesn't operate on a standard basic leveling system.
Yes.
Maybe Master Rank would be a sensible one, because it's like, but at least put a little bit of Master Rank required on it. So it's like you got to unlock a few things. Because that's also kind of cool. I've got to work towards that and then unlock those and what those are like.
They were able to calculate the conclave value of a player before, right? I think they're able to do it. It's just the maths involved. How much do you value this over that? Are you better off with a Burston or a Soma? It's gonna be complicated, but yeah. Anywho, yeah.
Right.
So that was my experience.
JJ24, did you find the 2000 bonus damage on crit hits confusing as Xeno? Yes. Well, that just sounds like crits with extra steps.
Yes. Yeah. Why'd you keep going over there?
I want to stand over there. It looks so cool.
You're not allowed.
No, game says no. JJ24 also says the primary problem with explosion damage is that enemies die through walls. During the self-damage era, we really only had a couple of warframes that could mitigate it. Revenant was invincible with his Mesmer skin. Wukong's clone also wasn't affected by self-damage. Umbra was the same case. If self-damage was introduced, the next likely strategy would be to abuse shield gating for 1.3 seconds of invincibility after a single ability cast.
What was the context of this?
It's an explanation of why the AoE meta exists.
But I only asked that in this episode.
I know, JJ24 is psychically explained to you.
Okay.
Yeah, they do that. They're good like that. Yeah.
So, wait, so the only reason why people are using AoE weapons is because they hit through walls?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I think it's part of the problem. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. But even so, how many walls are flush with enemies behind them?
It depends on the size of the explosive, really.
Yeah.
Because if it's too big, it's not literally the sort of situation where there's like, I'm shooting an enemy here and there's an enemy on this side of the wall. It's more, I shoot an enemy here and I kill an enemy, I don't know, round an L corridor. Yeah, then L corridor away, because the explosion just goes through everything.
Well, I think that's just a simple case of do you need to do some quick maths to work out line of sight between the explosion and the point of explosion and the enemy, just like they do with radial blind. You can't blind an enemy if there's something obstructing.
Yeah. Yeah, they did change it. No, it was not. I think it doesn't affect radial blind, but it was radial javelin. They had to do a change on.
Yes, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, radial javelin.
And I seem to have knocked off his name, but I swear this belongs to Zrugel. I have 1 million Kuva, not joking. And I'm not complaining like DE gives us too much and not enough to spend it on. I just like hoarding.
I get that. I get that a lot. That was good.
That's it for the community responses. So now let's move on to the memes.
Memes.
Okay. Grab that. So, meme number 1 is... Oh, yeah. For the love of God, please scale the loot. Daily tribute, 1,392. 79,600 credits. That doesn't seem fair.
I get it. I love the meme. I get what they're saying. No, you can't scale the loot.
I think like 300,000 credits would have been fine at that point. If you've logged in 13,000, oh, you know, what is that? 5 years?
Sure.
Give them a couple of 100,000. Meme number 2.
Is it 5 years?
It's at least 4.
4.
4 and a bit. Yeah, 4 and a bit. 4 years. It's still like a couple of 79,000 credits is nothing. Yeah, but I'm not saying giving them 10 million credits. That's just stupid. Yeah. Wait until he finds out about Harrow Prime. Trivia: Khonsu may be named after Khonsu, an ancient Egyptian god said to watch over those who travel at night. What the? Shoutout, Tenno.
Not seen Moon Knight.
Yeah, it's a Moon Knight joke. Meme number 3. Little meme I made.
What is this? Okay, spoilers. Okay, cool.
Oh, if you look at the actual one, yeah. So, spoiler, because, yeah. We're going to steal the moon! Does it Lotus?
I couldn't find a better Lotus PNG.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's good. Okay.
Meme number 4. Waiting for Plaguestar / any other event that offers Forma easily. Me, with no Forma, anything that offers free Forma.
Oh, Megaman.
Meme number 5, which we had earlier, which is just so true. Nutshell. We want the end of the AoE meta in the Warframe community. DE. Okay, changes the meta. Angry face.
Yeah.
It's so true. Just.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the final meme of this week. Warframe players in a nutshell. How I spend my free time. I fucking love overly complex games. I want to fucking read and watch 5 hours worth of tutorials to understand nothing. This is me in Warframe these days.
Oh my god.
I don't get how anything works. I don't get it.
Okay, my favorite meme for it's got to be this one. This is my favorite meme for the week. I like this one a lot.
Really? More than
Oh, I don't know. Like, I really do like the Mega Man one.
Isn't it like bread crusts or something she's getting there?
Yeah.
Surviving off bread crusts. You like this one, do you? Yeah, so true. Right, Let me clear those off. Let me go here. Let's go to the community shoutouts, which go there.
Yay! Okay. So
obviously, by the way, there is also the secret meme of the week, which is in the description. Do check that out.
Yeah.
I didn't do my normal intro. Right, let's go with... Did I push the button?
You did. Right, so the first community shout out of this week is Mag's family in a photo by Jorial.
Mag's family photo. Mag Numa has 4 very lively children. P.S. Mag Gauss was sent to her room shortly after for magnetizing Mag Coil. Don't magnetize your sister.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Then we got Minor Mag. Then we got He Was Fast as Fire. No, Faster by Iprith. I'd read that.
I'd read that. I'd buy that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd only read it if I could buy it. Right? The third community shout out is Mesa Prime by Dasta Creations.
Oh,
Yeah, Mesa Prime. I think I said Mag.
that's good.
I meant Mesa. The fourth community shout out is Praise the Wise and Mighty Ballas. Heed the Ruler of Us All by Oh Ho No.
Yeah.
This is such a unique style we rarely ever see. And I felt like, I just needed to have this on.
This is what are you talking about? This is a screenshot from New War.
Clearly.
Yep.
Yeah. Number 5 is Dark Void of Gaia by Death Maggot. Very, HR Geiger in design.
I can taste the grim.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah. Number 6.
Okay, it's the last one because I know it's the Shoutouts. Sorry. I almost feel it shouldn't have had the face. I think the face actually takes away from it because I don't want the face and the eyes because that almost humanizes it. I wanted the Warframe's face just to show how inhuman.
I think it adds to it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it kind of implies how human it was.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. And final from this week.
It's not the final one.
Oh.
6 is Pyraxis Ember by Jibial. Yeah. So this is
that's really cool. I like that skin. I'm terrible at art, by the way. I don't think, but I would say I like the pose and everything. But it's almost like the colors feel muted, that it doesn't pop out as much as I feel it should. But I'm not an artist anyway. I'm sure this person is probably a different style or something. But to me, I just feel it looks amazing. But I have to look at it to look at it properly, if that makes sense.
And then last but not least, the Weaponsmith's Meat by Primed Average.
Okay. Oh, now this is a proper gun. Zood, I love what you've done with such rudimentary materials. Rudimentary? I'll show you, Rude. Thanks. Hon makes the pointiest sticks.
Yep.
I really, I've always said this. Why does a Zor, which is made of grass, bug spittle, and fairy dust, somehow destroy technological marvels?
Yep. Garbage.
The pointiest sticks.
Yeah. Makes the pointiest of sticks.
Yep.
There you go. So that is it for the community shout-outs. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching or listening. And we will see you for next week, I suppose.
Maybe we'll have we're heading towards TennoCon now, isn't it? So we'll get maybe a dev stream in which they won't say anything, and then we'll get TennoCon. Should we start? I think maybe it's time we start thinking about TennoCon hypes and predictions. What do you think?
Oh, it's Deviri.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, would add up.
Bye.